right, Joanne. So last week when we talked about how it's important for you for these next few weeks to be doing your food diary.
Yeah.
So the point of your food diary, like we talked about, is for you to record every single thing you're eating for the past week.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd that go?
Not too good.
Not too good? Okay. Well, we can talk about it. We did say that something that was important for you was to try your best to eat 3 meals a day and 2 snacks a day. Okay? So I have a copy right here of your food diary, and you have one as well. So why don't we take some time to look over it together? All right?
Okay.
So it says here at 8 o'clock you had 1 cup of coffee and raisins.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's really good that you remember to write this down, but next time I think it's important for you to remember to write the measurements of how much you're actually eating. So here you wrote raisins, but next time it would be important for you to write how many raisins you have.
Yeah, I was kind of rushed.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's okay. It's something that we can work on next time. So just as an example, let's just say you have a 1/4 cup of raisins. Just remember next time to write that down, okay?
Okay.
All right, so at 11:15 you had a Hershey chocolate bar, okay? And you wrote here that you had that at your desk at work. And in your comments, you wrote that it's bad. You knew it was bad, but it was easy for you to eat that.
Right.
That's, that is really important for us to continue to track that. So from 2:15, it looks like you didn't eat again until 7:30 p.m. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about a 5.5 hour gap between your eating. And that's something that we did talk about last time, if you remember, that when you have such a big gap, it makes you more likely to have a big meal after that, because when you're not eating for 5.5 hours, you're depriving yourself from that food.
Right.
So, so it does make you more likely to want to eat a lot later.
Right.
Does that sound kind of what happened?
Yes.
Okay. So let's look. So at 7:30 p.m., you had 4 KFC breaded chicken strips, a 1/4 cup of barbecue beans, 2 cups of corn with butter, 2 biscuits with ranch dressing, and 1 pint of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, that was a lot. One good thing that we can see here is that you did write down the exact measurements, which is really good. I'm happy that you did that. But you also wrote here that after you ate all of that, you marked that it was a binging episode and that you did have a purging episode after that.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And again, as we can see here, that it's important, one of the things that we can keep track of is when you have, like I said before, when you have such a big gap, you are eating a lot, but it's because you're not eating a lot before that time.
Right.
So that's something, next time we really want to keep track of that time between meals. It's actually really important for you to probably, be eating every 2.5 hours.
Right.
Okay. So the last thing I want to do today is I want to go over everything that you wrote again, and I want us to identify what you ate, like what was a meal and what was a snack out of what you ate, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So at 8 o'clock you had a coffee and you had raisins.
Snack,
you're right. So how can we make this a meal?
Add eggs to it, maybe?
Yeah, that's a great idea. So all we have to do is add eggs to that and it becomes a meal. And that's a great way to start off your day.
Okay.
So next you have at 11:15 you had a Hershey chocolate bar.
Snack.
That is a snack. So can you think of anything else you would want to eat?
Yeah, like grapes.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, so then we go to 2:15. This was like your lunchtime, and you had half a can of Diet Coke and mac and cheese.
I would think that would be considered a meal.
I think so too. I think that is a meal, and I think you may also want to add a little something extra to the side even to make it, more filling for you.
Like a salad?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, so then from 2:15, you go 5.5 hours before you're eating dinner. And that's a long time to go without eating. So what can we add in the middle that would be another snack for you?
Like an apple?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So again, if you added an apple, you wouldn't have to go 5.5 hours without eating. So you wouldn't be as hungry, when it comes to dinner time.
Right.
And when we look at your dinner, it looks like you did eat a lot. Like you said, you had one of your binging episodes, and really this is because you were depriving yourself all day. You weren't eating a lot, and it makes sense that you would eat that much at night. So what can we do, to change this dinner? What can we do? What's a good meal we can have?
How about like a burger with a salad?
Okay, That's a great idea. So, Joanne, you did a really great job with tracking everything. And, for next session, I want you to continue to track everything you eat every day.
Okay.
And remember, our goals are to eat 3 meals and 2 snacks per day.
Okay.
And just remember to make sure you're writing down the exact measurements of what you're eating.
Great.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Joanne.
Okay, thank you.